Hello everyone, I'm Kasari and welcome back to some more Fatal 12. Last time we left off, I forgot what happened. I just know that Odette killed somebody, and that's it. Mao and Miharu stroll over to my seat when the bell chimes for lunch. I had planned on going to the cafeteria on my own, but Mao catches me just in time. We probably would have eaten separately if she hadn't, considering my mind is a little preoccupied. So much for trying to go about life as usual.
私も今から行こうと思ってたとこ。
僕も今朝はちょっと寝坊してしまってね。お弁当を作れなかったんだ。
寝坊。
Yeah, play along, Rinka. Obviously, I would ask if that was thanks for being in the dream world.
ミハルンが寝坊なんて珍しいね。さて、食堂へレッツゴー。
Settings, sound. The university on campus has its own cafeteria which is open for our use as well. Middle schoolers aren't allowed to use it, but once you hit high school, it's fair game. Since it's a little awkward hanging around all university students, most of us tend to buy our food and then go eat it somewhere else. That goes double for us considering how much we stand out. That being the case, we make our way to the rooftop after getting our food.
貸し切りだ。
The rooftop is usually crowded with students on days like this, but fortunately that doesn't seem to be the case today.
そういえばさ、二人は何を買ったの？
僕はハムサンドだよ。シンプルで外れがないし、何より安いからね。
それで足りる？
マオこそ焼きそばパンとアンパンだろ。量で言えばそんなに変わらないよ。
いやいや、うちはコーヒー牛乳を買ってるからカロリーは圧勝だね。
She jams a straw into the carton with a triumphant grin. It's a 16-ounce carton too. I probably struggle to finish before lunchtime ends.
カロリーで勝負してどうすんの？太る？ダメだろそれ。リータンはもう少し太った方がいいと思うけどね。胸見ながら言わないでくれる？おお、怖。
Much as I am aware of my depressing reality, I'd rather not have her remind me of it. Especially with Miharu sitting right beside me.
それで、リンカは何を買ったのかな？
カツサンド。はい、リータンの優勝。やっぱりカロリー摂取する気あるんだね。競ってないから。
Mao asks for a bite as I unwrap the packaging. Trust her to do so before I can get a bite in myself. I throw the sandwich close to her mouth, which prompts her to chomp down on it.
あ、カツまでいかなかった。一口小さいもんね、マオ。って、ミハルどうしたの？
Does she want some of my food too? She stares at Mao with a blank expression.
いやー、ミハルも欲しいんじゃない？じゃあハムサンドと交換する？マオがかじってない方をあげるから。
お構いなく。僕は揚げ物は苦手だからいらないよ。
すみません。
Ma presents her yakisoba bread as an offering to Miharu after apologizing. Unsurprisingly, Miharu turns her down, which elicits a laughter from her. Honestly, what a silly conversation. At the same time, it serves to remind me that moments like this are a regular part of my daily life.
リンカ？
どうしたの？いや、なんでもない。ちょっとぼーっとしちゃってさ。
That said, I go back to eating my lunch. We keep chatting away like usual on the rooftop until just before lunchtime ends. After the final period of the day, I hear someone call out to me as I'm tidying up my desk.
先輩。あ、ナオミ。
Turns out to be Naomi. The courtship festival isn't far off at this point, so it's about time she starts teaching her classmates how to brew coffee themselves. That's why we made a deal to have her come over to Lion House as much as possible this week. She's normally waits for me at the gate, so it's kind of surprising to see her come straight to my classroom. Now that I think about it, will everything I'm teaching Naomi right now be undone if I get eliminated? Based on what Park said, it's all guaranteed. If that's true, then why am I even bothering?
先輩どうしました？ごめん、なんでもない。
I can't keep acting like this. Mao caught me spacing out earlier today too.
お待たせ。もう行けるよ。
リンカ。
Miharu stops me as I'm standing up.
あれ、どうしたの？
羊さんと帰りかい？
今日もうちでコーヒー入れる練習するからさ。
Do you want to join? Let me save. I can save here, right? Yeah, because I didn't make a decision here.
もし暇なら、美晴も来る？
Not like there being any customers in the first place, and I'm all for us hanging out together. At first she looks happy about the offer, but quickly shifts to disappointment.
せっかくのお誘いなんだけれど、今日もバイトがあるんだ。いや、代わりを見つければ間に合うかな。
She whips her phone out to check mid-sentence.
いや、バイトなら仕方ないよ。うちに来ても話すだけだし、また今度だね。
うん。また今度。必ずだ。
Her tone is a bit poignant. Not that I blame her, it's entirely possible for one of us would be eliminated during this next round. I leave the classroom after saying goodbye to Miharu. I'm sure Mao would have tagged along, but it seemed like she's busy with something else today as well. We're on the way to Lion House, Naomi blurts out something I don't expect.
三島先輩に申し訳ないことしちゃったかな。美晴に？はい。三島先輩も凛花先輩と話したかったんじゃないかなと思ったので。私も美晴と話したかったな。でもバイトって言ってたからナオミのせいじゃないよ。いや、そうじゃなくて。そういえばさ、今日は教室まで来てくれたよね。ちょっとでも早く合流できればって思ったんですけど、明日からはやめときます。え、どうして？
Naomi struggles to find the words to answer my question. After the number of false starts, she simply tells me never mind. It's worth noting that she seems a bit aggravated of her. Because of Miharu. Miharu likes Rinka. Unbeknownst to both Rinka and Naomi, there's a girl secretly watching them from the school gate. It's Odette, isn't it? Oh, it's Miharu. It was Mishima Miharu, known as at Amecha High for her excellent admission via scholarship. To many, she is the embodiment of perfection. However, this perception has made her somewhat difficult to approach for them, especially now as tears stream down her cheeks for all to see. It's never likely to become the locus of many rumors if it involves anyone other than Miharu. In fact, it is an unusual sight that no one would dare mention at all.
Miharu, まだいたんだ。
Amongst the crowd of students pretending they haven't seen anything, Mao is the only one to address her. Her attitude remains consistent even in the presence of her friend crying without uttering a word. Miharu's focus never shifts despite Mao's presence. As such, Mao follows her line only to give a sage nod after seeing the two figures it led to.
なるほどね。
ねえ、マオ。
なーに？
もし死ぬとしたら、僕は、僕は、 凛花に愛されて死にたい。
Her voice quivers as she says this to Mao. Her words lack even the slightest hint of exaggeration. Mao is aware that she has simply let her true feelings spill out. Mihiru's words fail to faze her. She responds as she always does.
じゃ、まだ死ねないよね。
She opts not to wait for Mihiru's reply and walks off. Not because she doesn't care. She understands that Mihiru sees no merit in sitting down to hash things out or go and sing karaoke to shout those inner feelings out loud. Instead, she leaves Mihiru to digest those simple words. Mihiru doesn't think of Mao as being cold for doing so either. In fact, she feels absolutely nothing at all about her. The only thing in her heart is Rinka, who gradually sinks into the horizon.
お邪魔します。私と来てるんだから誰もいないよ。
Naomi drops her things off at the counter before donning the apron she's brought from home. I film the regulars about the cultural festival and tell them not to worry about Naomi's presence. In exchange for my teaching her, she's offered to help out with dishwashing and other simple tasks for around an hour or so. I told her not to bother, but she insists on. It's gotten to the point where I feel rude to keep turning her down, so we decided on a time for her to help me out. Here's how things typically go when Naomi's around. We open at 4 on weekdays, and the hour or so after that, it's either completely dead or we have very few customers inside. That's when we either brew some coffee together or she reads up on different types of coffee beans. The latter is more out of personal interest than anything else, since it won't come in handy for the culture festival. Around 6 p.m., the regulars who are just finishing up work start dropping off. So that's when I have her help out for an hour. Afterwards, she kills some time either studying or reading books. Sometimes we chat when I've got the time to. That's how things went last week anyway.
さあ、じゃあ始めようか。あ、先輩、ちょっといいでしょうか。
She takes something out of her bag after I nod. It's a transparent plastic bag. Inside are a number of cookies made in shape of stars and hearts.
あ、かわいい。その、お礼の気持ちです。昨日は日曜日だったので、うちで焼いてみたんです。
I untie the red ribbon after she hands me the bag. A sweet smell waves through the room as soon as I do.
もし甘いものが嫌いじゃなかったら、コーヒーを入れた後、一緒に食べてみてもらえませんか？
If I say yes, wouldn't that hurt Miharu?
もちろん。ありがとう。嬉しいな。
I tied the bag back up to prevent the cookies from getting splashed with water while we're brewing.
リボンはリンカ先輩の好きな赤にしてみました。え、なんで知ってるの？わからないと思ったんですか？もう。
Leaving the cookies somewhere visible, I start brewing the process.
うん、もうバッチリじゃないかな。みんなにも教えられるんじゃない？そんな、もう少し練習したいです。初心者向けの方法ですけど、私おっちょこちょいなので。
She can act as humble as she wants, but it's a fact that she's improving. I'm rather impressed by how well she manages when she's properly focused. I wouldn't be surprised if she shot right ahead of me if it were my grand teaching her.
じゃあ、そろそろクッキー食べようか。ちょっと休憩しよう。
We have no customers right now, so it's a perfect moment to take a break. Can't say for sure if that's a good thing or bad thing. I place the cookies onto a plate and carry them over to our usual seats along with some coffee. After appreciating how great they look, I finally take a bite.
ごっくり。
Someone hits Naomi panic button as she awaits my reaction.
おいしい。
I'm not good at making dramatic reactions, so this is the best I can do. Naomi's eyes shower with excitement that matches her beaming smile.
嬉しいです。
I have a sip of my coffee before taking another bite.
あ、このクッキー。どうしました？すごくコーヒーに合うね。なんだろう、 まろやかな感じっていうか。実はリンカ先輩の苦めのコーヒーに合うようにバターを多めにしてみたんです。
She lets out another sigh of relief, brushing her hands down her chest.
喜んでもらえてよかった。私のために作ってもらって喜ばないわけないでしょ。もう。
There are a few too many for me to eat alone, so we end up eating them together. Baking sweets is apparently one of her favorite pastimes. She can bake a whole bunch of things, but cookies seem to be her specialty. It reminds me that my gran used to bake cookies as well. Granted, the taste was completely different from these. These are simple and mellow, much like Naomi, but at the same time, they don't feel as if they were made by someone not used to baking. The idea hits me once we are about halfway through the plate.
私にも作り方教えてもらえないかな。
And then I can make it for me, Haru. Our customer would probably be thrilled to see more sweets on the menu. Learning directly from Naomi rather than trying to do some on my own is much more realistic approach. And most importantly, I want our regular customers to taste how good these are. However, I can't help but remember the divine selection when Naomi stares at me in utter amazement. Even if she does teach me, it'll be all for nothing if I get eliminated.
ごめん、今の忘れて。
There's no way I can tell her about the possibility of me dying, but I'm awfully close to doing so. There's definitely a part of me that figures I could lift some of the weight off my shoulders if I told someone about all this.
どうしてですか？
Her overjoyed expression quickly clouds over as she draws her face close to mine. It must look like I'm mulling over something, so I rush to find a way to respond.
いつまでもナオミの時間をもらうわけにもいかないしね。ずっとこうしてなんて。違いますよね、先輩。今、
Huh?
そもそも私からお願いしたことなんですから。それに、さ、
She struggles a bit before continuing.
ごめんなさい。うまく言葉にまとまりませんでした。
Put what?
大丈夫。私、ずっとこうしてたいです。
Oh, is she confessing her love too? Her eyes immediately shoot to the floor, almost as if she let the words fall out by accident.
ごめんなさい。最近私、ちょっと変で。慣れないことを手伝わせたから、疲れさせたかも。今日は帰る？そうじゃないんです。そういうことでは。
She takes a small breath, raises her head back up, and looks me dead in the eyes. Her expression is almost oppressive.
失礼なことかもしれないですけれど、私の悩みを聞いてもらってもいいですか？
Okay.
ここ最近、嫌な夢を見るんです。夢？はい。その夢は、最初は普通の夢から始まるんです。そしたら、急に、電車が燃えて、炎が広がって、熱くって、苦しくって。でも、先輩が私を守ってくれるんです。ただ先輩はそのまま炎に巻き込まれて。
She pauses a number of times while she talks. Her voice gradually gets more and more agitated.
リンカ先輩はそのまま死んでしまって。いつからか覚えてる？
She shakes her head, which has turned to face the floor again, then answers.
もうはっきり覚えていないんです。けど最初に見たのはきっと初めてこのお店に来た日だったかもしれません。どうして言ってくれなかったの？いや、怒ってるとかじゃなくて、もしここに来るのが辛いとかなら。そんなことないです。私、先輩と一緒にコーヒーを入れる時間が好きです。 先輩と話していれば夢は夢だって割り切れるから。でもたとえ夢の中でだって先輩が死んじゃうところを見るなんて嫌です。そんなこと思うはずがないのに。本当に。
Her voice flutters on her final word. I can see the tears welling up in her eyes.
何度もこの夢を見るんです。それって
That's not a dream. There's no doubt that what she's seeing is the cause of my death. A number of questions pop into my head, but most of all, I'm flat out shocked. I never would have guessed that she's been having a dream like that based on her attitude, especially when my own memories of the event is fuzzy at best.
辛かったね。大丈夫だよ。私はちゃんとここにいるから。私、先輩ともっといろんなことがしたいです。一緒にクッキー焼いたり、また遊園地に行ったり、他にももっとだから死んじゃったりするわけないですよね。
Oh, I got some bad news for you, Naomi. I can't force myself to nod in response. After all, I'll be already dead if it weren't for the divine selection. What she's dreaming about actually took place. It's just been undone for the time being. It makes me wonder when Parka said our deaths had been undone. Did she mean the words memories of the event themselves had been rewritten? I can't wrap my mind around how such a thing could even be possible. However, the fact of the matter is that Naomi's memory of my death is so deeply ingrained in her being that she's reliving it over and over in her dreams.
返事してください。ごめん。違います。ごめんなさい。先輩に謝ってほしいわけじゃなくて、そうすればまた同じ夢を見ても大丈夫な気がするから。ごめん。私は。
I desperately hold myself back from saying something I'll regret. I'm far worse at lying than I thought, judging by how I keep apologizing and evade the question. Her head is cast downward, but her eyes are glancing up at me. The tears in her eyes are a lot more obvious than before. And it's my fault that she's crying.
もし悩んでいることがあるなら、私にも話してください。ある日突然いなくなるなんて絶対に嫌です。
She says this with a resolute voice despite her eyes being filled with tears. It just makes my heart ache all the more. She's likely to be haunted by that dream for a long time, assuming I keep the truth from her. And yet, telling her won't change the fact that I'm a participant. What's worse, I may even get her caught up in something dangerous if she decides she wants to try and help me out. I can't say for sure how dangerous this whole situation is, but at the very least, I want to make sure she never comes in contact with those people from the dream world. Most of all, I have to reveal the fact that Miharu is also a participant, and that only one of us will make it through the whole thing alive. Keeping her in the dark would mean I don't burn her with my situation.
ナオミにね、聞いてほしいことがあるんだ。ナオミを余計不安にさせてしまうかも。いや、そもそも信じられないかもしれないけど、聞いてくれるかな。はい。
She answered without hesitation. Just as I'm about to start my explanation, the chime on the door rings. It's Miharu, isn't it?
ごめん。続きは明日でいい？閉店するまで待っていてもいいですか？それは悪いから。少し気持ちも落ち着けた方がいいしね。大丈夫。明日の放課後。
Sorry.
わかりました。
She nods enthusiastically and then helps put the tableware away. She leaves as I get back to work. Meanwhile, I try to focus on my work as much as possible to distract myself from my own uneasiness.
Ohayo, Rinka.
おはよう、みはる。
Miharu's already here when I get to school. She gives her usual smile before she continues.
Senpai!
Naomi comes running over to me from the gate.
Oh.
She almost trips in her haste, but she manages to catch herself. Seems like she's just as clumsy as ever whenever she lets her guard down. She's been waiting for me at the school gate, just like she said she would yesterday. There's little point in her coming all the way to my classroom anyway, considering it's a big detour for her.
お待たせ。気分を変えて話したいから移動しよう。うちの近くにいいところがあるんだ。ライオン館ではなくてですか？うん、ちょっとね。今日は天気もいいし。はい。
Following that, we both make our way to the station. One transfer from Shinjuku to the metro and two stops later, you'll find this park. There's an entrance fee, but it's fairly inexpensive. It's one of the biggest parks in Tokyo and was apparently an old samurai's garden back in the day. I'm not sure why, but it was restricted to resemble a mix between Japanese, English, and French parks. There are normally tourists all over the place, but it's a lot less busy on weekdays. That makes it ideal for a change of pace. I came here a lot when I was a kid. There's one place in particular that I really enjoyed visiting.
ここですか？ね、いいでしょ？
There's a small bench in the middle of the garden. We sit down there, taking in the surroundings and the clock tower Esquire building in the distance. A few buildings in Shinjuku stand out as much as that one. Part of me wants to say it's the building for a telephone company. The sound of the greenery whispering and the wind is nice and relaxing.
あれ？
An odd sensation washes over me out of nowhere. Makes me wonder whether or not I've actually been here before. But I'm sure I know I've been here plenty of times as a kid.
先輩？うん、ごめん、大丈夫。
I take a deep breath and get ready to tell her about the event selection.
じゃあ、どこから話せばいいんだろう。まあいいや。信じられないような話なんだけど。リンカ。
She utters my name in a painful manner once I finished telling her everything. She started to get teary-eyed midway, but I kept going. I doubt she would want me to stop without painting her the whole picture. She nodded attentively from beginning to end, as if to reassure me that the decision to tell her was the right one.
絶対変だと思ったんです。あの本の話をした日、先輩は英語が全然できないはずなのに、英語で会話をしてたんですもん。先輩は生きて、絶対に生きているのに。
Saying that, she takes my hand in hers. The surface of her hand is cold, but I can feel the warmth underneath. There's no doubt that the same goes for me. The warmth serves as a proof that I'm alive.
私は生きてる。でも、どうやらこっちが間違っているみたいなんだ。私、先輩が何を抱えてるかなんて知らずに、勝手なことを言ってました。仕方がないよ。だって話してなかったから。
She doesn't doubt what I have to say for a second. Chances are that my cause of death lines up with her dream so much that she has no choice but to believe it. It gives her an answer as to why she's having that dream too, although it does nothing to resolve the situation at hand.
しかも、三島先輩も同じ状況だなんて。
I wasn't sure whether or not I should tell her about Miharu, but I decided to do so in the end. On the one hand, there's no point in trying to keep certain things to myself. On the other, I simply gave in to my desire to lighten my own burden.
それに、三島先輩は。
She's referring to Miharu's statement regarding her own participation, that she's willing to give her life for mine.
三島先輩みたいなこと、私だったら。私もそうだよ。美晴に死んでほしくない。でも自分が死ぬのも怖い。だから 美晴を最後の一人にするために潔く死ぬなんて、自分がどうすればいいのか正解がわからないまま、もう
仕方がないと思います。
Another breeze blows through, catching our hair. It's a surprisingly cold breeze for this time of year. I can see the sunset off in the distance. The mixture of blue and orange on the horizon somehow resembles a wavering heart to me.
三島先輩は強いですね。
そうだね。
She's the complete opposite of me. She knows exactly what she wants to do, whereas I'm sitting here unable to make any sort of decision. She might have already gotten started on gathering info based on the cards she received. In fact, I'm certain she has. The determination in her eyes makes it apparent. Her attitude at school isn't any different from usual, but that's just further proof of her resolve. There's no doubt she's doing as much research as she can elsewhere, and she's doing it all for my sake. I'd say that all the time she's been spending at work lately was just a front for said research, but that'd be overthinking things. That's something she's been doing for a while now.
聞いてくれてありがとね。少し気が楽になったよ。どうすればいいのかなんてまだわからないけど、しばらくはまたこのまま過ごしてみる。
Saying that, I get up off the bench. Or I try to, but Naomi stops me by grabbing my sleeve.
あと5分だけ待ってください。
決めたこと？
She nods firmly in response.
私、凛花先輩を支えたいです。このままじゃ絶対ダメです。凛花先輩の気持ちにはなれないけれど、逃げてるだけじゃいけないと思います。
逃げてるだけ。
It's not that I'm struggling to make a choice, I'm simply avoiding it altogether. Naomi makes sure to be as frank as possible with her words, and they turn my entire world upside down. The reality that I've been running from, my responsibility to choose whether I live or die, finally sinks in. Before I know it, the sky has been dyed entirely in orange.
調べ物くらいなら私は手伝います。顔が知られていないから参加者に直接会うこともできます。何より先輩が一人じゃ支えきれないものを一緒に背負うこともできます。
ナオミ。
Her words are filled to bursting with resolve.
最後の瞬間には先輩たちのどちらかが生き残るのか悩まないといけないかもしれません。でも今のままじゃきっとその前に。
ねえ、ナオミ。私も今さら自覚しちゃった気持ちがあるんだ。
She turns to face me, waiting for my follow-up comment. Having the truth put in front of me like that makes me realize what I'm most afraid of.
私、怖いんだ。このまま生き残るには美晴だけじゃなくて他の人も脱落させないといけない。自分が人の命を踏み台にしてまで生きるべき存在かなんてわからないんだ。自分の未練さえ曖昧なままだし。
I've seen the expressions of those who were mere moments away from being elected. I wouldn't describe them as sad, angry, or accepting. They simply looked powerless in the face of what was about to happen. Those were the faces of people who died without being able to fulfill what they wanted out of life. Meanwhile, I'm not sure if I have that much invested into anything to begin with. That's why part of me feels like my life isn't worth being saved in exchange for theirs.
三島先輩や私が凛花先輩に生きていてほしいって気持ちじゃ足りませんか？
And that is where I'm going to leave it. If you guys enjoyed the video, give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy it, you just didn't enjoy it. I can't really please you as much as I try. So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.